right, we're back here for the start of the boys' side of the tournament, the Derek Snowden tournament at Milton High School. And we will be having a first-round matchup between Randolph and the Calvary Academy, the Calvary Chapel Academy boys varsity basketball team. And we're going to get some starting, hopefully get starting five for you here in a minute. Let's see, for Randolph, we're going to have Javier Lopez, number 0. Number 3, Jelani Smith. And he'll be starting with number 11, Jaden St. Val. And number 4, Maddox Ramdahal. And number 2, Darren Nash will be starting. For Calvary, 0, Wyatt Herman. And right away, Randolph is away. Number 5, Cash Babineau for Calvary. Number 21, Gabe Antonio, who has the ball. Number 34 is Kofi Ofusu. And Ofusu dribbles it away. And number 35, Josh Joseph, starting 5 for Calvary. So Randolph ahead now 2-0. And the ball gets inbound to Joseph. Joseph up against the long-armed defense of number 11, Jaden St. Val. Back to 21, Gabe Antonio. Antonio handling it. Bounce pass inside. He guts to the rim. Wyatt Herman on the perimeter, trying to work it. Gives it up to number 5, Cash Babineau. And we're going to have a turnover. And that'll be a 35-second shot clock violation. Great defense by Randolph. So Randolph will be bringing it up, number 2. Darren Nash with the ball. He skips it inside to St. Val. St. Val misses. Cash Babineau with the rebound. He gets it out to Gabe Antonio. Antonio bringing it up out to Wyatt Herman. Back to Antonio. Antonio skips it into Babineau. Babineau looking, probing. Herman into Babineau, and it gets blocked from behind by number 2 from Randolph, Darren Nash. We got a turnover. Javier Lopez on the inside and misses off the rim. St. Val with the baseline off the glass. So making it 4-0 Randolph. Antonio bringing it up against pressure from number 4, Maddox Ramdal, and he goes straight to the rim. And that's going to be Calvary ball. 35-second fresh shot clock. Antonio looking to bring it in. Gets it into Herman. Herman looking, dribbles it away. And then he steals it. Oh, bobbles it. But Lopez draws the foul. He'll be going to the line. So the first foul will be number 35 for Calvary, Josh Joseph. So that'll be his first personal. So Lopez with foul shot. And he misses that. That makes it 5-0 right now in favor of Randolph in the early going here. Antonio out to Wyatt Herman. Herman throws it inside to Babineau. Babineau wheels and deals on St. Val, and he gets it to go down. Number 5, Cash Babineau with the first basket for Calvary, so making it 5-2. Ball gets skipped out and almost a turnover. Save there. St. Val kicks it. St. Val dribble penetrates, goes up with it, hits the front of the rim. Babineau with the rebound for Calvary. And Babineau out to Antonio, who brings it across midcourt. Maddox Ramadan with the defense, and then they're looking for Josh Joseph on the three-pointer. Nash with the strong take for Randolph, making it 7-2. Randolph extending their defense now. Your man defense is looking to be pretty tough. Maddox Ramondal pressuring Gabe Antonio. Antonio kicking it out to Babineau. Babineau with looking dribble penetration. Kicks it back out. Inside, and St. Val with the ball, knocking it away. And we'll have a substitution. Number 1 for Randolph. Alan Young entering the game for St. Val. And number 22, Leland Bailey, in for Calvary. And that's Nash again with the basket. He's got 6 points here for Randolph in the early going. It's 9-2 now, Randolph. The Blue Devils leading. Gabe Antonio kicks it to Bailey. Bailey over to Cash Babineau. Babineau fakes a three, kicks it out to Antonio. Antonio with the ball. Hard dribble step to his left. Kicks it in to Bailey. Bailey looking to Babineau. Babineau back to Antonio. Antonio, a lot of ball movement here for Calvary. 6 seconds now on the shot clock. Oh, and we got a foul. I think we may have an injury too. Josh Jacobs looks like he knocked knees with somebody. And that would have been number 4. Number 4, Ramadal. That's his first foul. Inside to Babineau. Babineau with the turnaround jumper, and he gets it to fall. So Babineau, Cash Babineau with the second basket of the game, making it 9-4. Randolph on top by 5 points here in the early going. Nash with another strong take. That's 8 points for him. Randolph up 11-4 now. Jelani Smith with the tight defense on Gabe Antonio. Antonio working hard to get it across midcourt. Herman with the ball out top, being pressured by Javi Lopez. Lopez, and then we got a turnover. Travel. Number 32 will be checking in for Calvary. Isaac Ramos, he'll be coming in for Wyatt Herman. So we got 11-4 here, 2:50. Bounce pass in, Javi Lopez with Babineau intercepts it, and he looks like he's going to go all the way, and he gets blocked. And we're going to have a foul on Lopez. Strong take by Babineau after the turnover. So Lopez will be drawing his first. And Cash Babineau will be going to the line for 2. Babineau knocking down the first. Kofi Ofosu back in the game for Leland Bailey. And Babineau misses the second. And the ball will stay on the Calvary side of the court. Babineau with 5 points here, and all of Calvary's points here as Randolph leads 11-5. Calvary. We're looking to inbounds here, a side out of bounds, and get it into Antonio with a fresh shot clock. Antonio has the ball stripped from him. Hits over to Jacobs. Jacobs off the rim on a three-pointer. And we got a turnover, side out of bounds by number 1, Alan Young. Stepped out on the baseline. David Edsey in for Randolph as well here, entering the game. Wyatt Herman getting ready to come back in for Calvary. Jacobs with the ball up top. Tight ball pressure by number 5. David Edsey. Antonio with a three-pointer, misses. Babineau with a three-pointer, misses. He follows. Antonio with the ball. Jacobs looking, getting it back to Antonio. 20 seconds left. Babineau gets it out to Isaac Ramos, who misses on the baseline. Randolph now off to the races here. Number 1, Alan Young, and he will draw a foul. Josh Jacobs, number 35, for Calvary. Or Josh Joseph, I should say. Josh Joseph drawing his second foul. Alan Young, number 1, with 2 shots, and he misses the first. Wyatt Herman into the game for Calvary for Josh Jacobs. Josh Joseph. Josh Jacobs is a Green Bay Packers running back. And that's a good one for Alan Young, and the score is now 12-5, Randolph. Wyatt Herman, strong take. Antonio with a three-pointer. And he misses. St. Val with the rebound out to Nash. Nash, strong with the right-handed. He just misses front of the rim. Oh, Nash with the rebound and the steal, and he will draw the foul. Unbelievable. He's very active. So Nash will be going to the line for 2, his first 2 of the game. Knocks down the first. And Nash knocking them both down. That gives him 10 points in the game so far, 14-5, with 30 seconds remaining here. Calvary trying to struggle to get the ball across court against Randolph's stifling defense. Into Babineau, 20 seconds, shot clock is off. Playing for the last shot, it looks like. Babineau probes the brain, goes to Wyatt. Wyatt Herman kicks it back out. Antonio gets a ball screen, and he pulls up for it. And that'll be it for the first half. Randolph with a 14-5 lead over Calvary. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. All right, we're back here for the start of the second quarter of this first round matchup between the Calvary Academy boys basketball team and Randolph. And Randolph, the Blue Devils, controlling a 14-5 lead here. Led by Darren Nash, number 2, who has 10 points for the Wildcats. Cash Babineau with all 5 of Calvary's points so far. So now Calvary on the work, and nice basket there by number 34, Kofi Ofusu, on the set play. And that's an in and out. 14-7 now, and Calvary controlling the ball. Calvary now looking. Wyatt Herman on the perimeter. Randolph with very active hands with Antonio. Smartly gets it back, and it gets deflected as he pulls up. Now number 15 going to work for Randolph. Anthony Richards with 2 points. Babineau with the basket on the pull-up. And that's a turnover by Randolph. Number 22, Leland Bailey in for Sam Dos Anjos. Antonio to Babineau. Babineau has it batted by Darren Nash. Nash into St. Paul. St. Paul with the layup. So 2 points and an 18-9 lead for Randolph. Randolph stretching their defense now, getting very active, and we're going to have a turnover there. Antonio on the travel. St. Paul with the ball, pulls up from the baseline and misses. Number 15 with the layup, and it goes right back to Allen Young. Allen Young still battling. David Edzy with the ball, and that'll be a foul on Wyatt Herman. That'll be his first. Strong take by St. Paul. St. Paul to Allen Young. Young misses, and he gets it back out to Nash on the perimeter. Nash dribble penetrates along the right. Strong take, misses. Ball comes to Wyatt Herman, and they're off and running. Herman gets it back to Babineau. Babineau, perimeter, pulls up for a 3, but kicks it. And a slap from behind by Nash. Nash gives it to St. Paul for the dunk. He gets the big flush on that. 20-9 now. And Randolph extending their defense. Half-court pressure. Man up, and they're trapping him. And then we got a timeout by Calvary coach Kevin Hanlon, who saw the trap coming and saw his man was going to get trapped, and alertly called a timeout. So 5:18 remaining here. Randolph on top, 20-9, looking to try and stretch their lead. And the last 2 baskets by St. Paul on a flush. Very impressive backdoor cut by him. Right now, Cash Babineau leading the way for Calvary. He's got 7 points. Kofi Ofusu has 2 points. So that accounts for Calvary's 7. And as we mentioned, Darren Nash leading the way with 10 points, all coming in the first quarter. He's yet to get on the board here in the second, but he's been very active on the defensive end. You know, swatting balls, and then with his tough, tight defense, on-ball defense. All right, ball in. Gabe Antonio. Antonio bringing it up, handling, to Babineau. Babineau switches out to number 32, Leland Bailey. Bailey gives it up. Number 5, Edzi with the steal and the lay-in. David Edzi making it 22-9. Now Randolph extending their defense. Babineau with the nice turnaround on the jumper. Babineau with 2 more points. 22-11. And that's going to be Randolph ball, and we have a Randolph player down. Edzi. Lopez with the inbounds pass into Maddox, over to Nash. Nash on the perimeter. And that's a 3-point attempt. Nash going up strong for the rebound and his first basket of the second quarter. Now he has 12. It's 24-11. Strong take by Antonio. Overshoots it. Overcooked the left hand. And that's going to be over the top by Edzi. There we go, inbounds. Babineau, oh. Leland Bailey misses, and we're going to have a foul on Randolph. Nope, that's going to be on Calvary. So Randolph will retain possession here. Lopez bringing it up. Javier Lopez. Antonio, strong, goes to the rim, and he draws the harm. Antonio with the turnover and gets his first basket of the game, and he'll be going to the line for 1. So Wyatt Herman checking in for Leland Bailey. And Antonio at the line for 1. Try to pull Calvary within 10. And he misses it. But Babineau controls the rebound, gets it back out to Antonio. Antonio out to Jacobs, who goes up for the layup. Nice job by them, Josh Joseph. So 24-15 right now. It shaves the lead. And Lopez with the three-pointer misses it. Tries to save it, gets it to Nash. Nash kicks it out to Maddox. Maddox misses everything, and Babineau with the rebound. Babineau bringing it up against pressure. On the right wing over to Antonio. He resets it. Antonio calling out the set. Into Babineau. Babineau wheels and deals, and he almost gets it to drop. Drew some contact on that, but no call. Randolph misses it. Oh. So Calvary, Josh Joseph stepping out of bounds on that one, and so that'll be Randolph ball with the inbounds underneath the basket. Nash comes up, pulls up, gets it back to Maddox. Maddox fires away, misses. And that's going to be Randolph ball. There'll be a side out of bounds, inbounds off in front of the Calvary bench. And Leland Bailey will be coming in for Owusu. Allen Young, dribble penetrates down the baseline, pulls up on the turnaround jumper. Calvary can't control the rebound. It goes to Nash. Nash, and he draws the foul on the strong take to the basket. And that'll go against Leland Bailey. And Nash will go to the line for 2. Nash hitting both foul shots that he's 2 for 2 so far. Nash perfect at the line. 3 for 3. He's got 13 points now. And if he makes this, it'll give him 14. Points for Darren Nash. And now Randolph leading 26-15. Avenot, dribble penetration on the line. He gives it up to Joseph. Joseph to Wyatt Herman. Herman turns it over, gives it up. Nope. Leland Bailey. Babineau calling for it, but no. Antonio fires it up. And Alan Young comes down with it for Randolph. Alan Young dribble penetrates, gets inside to Nash. Nash misses off the backboard. Oh, we're going to have a foul. Wyatt Herman. Yep. Jelani Smith drawing contact from Wyatt Herman. Wyatt Herman, that'll be second. Team's fourth. Less than a minute left, a little more than a minute left here in the first half. Isaac Ramos in the game. So Reed, Nash, Lopez. Lopez goes up with it. Unable to get it to go down. Antonio going straight to the basket. Up and just misses it. And he may have hurt himself on that. Nash with a strong turnaround and take. That gives him 16 points. Antonio. Slowly working it at the top. Time winding down inside at 30 seconds now. And Babineau with 3. He just hits off the side of the rim. And with 32.5 seconds now, Randolph will be bringing it down, looking to extend its lead. So they'll be playing for the last shot here. No shot clock. Jelani Smith with the ball, gets it out to Alan Young. Young over to Babineau. Oh. Young dribble penetrates, kicks it to Maddox. Maddox skips it over to Nash. Nash to Smith. Now the ball's in Nash's hands, and I guess he's going to take it all the way to the rim, and he gets it to go. Unbelievable. He's unstoppable. So Nash now misses his first foul shot of the game. He's now 4 or 5 from the line, but he's got 18 points in the game right now. So 18 of Randolph's 30 points. And Antonio trying to get it across court, turns it over. And Randolph will take a 30-15 lead here at the break, with Darren Nash leading the way for Randolph with 18 points. Really strong performance by that young man. And we'll be back for the second half. All righty, we are back here for the start of the second half of this first round matchup in the Derek Snowden tournament between Randolph High and Calvary Academy. Randolph. The Blue Devils leading 30-15 here. Leading scorer for the Randolph team is Darren Nash with 18 first half points for the Randolph. Number 2, Nash, done a great job for them. And they will take over here and start the game on offense. Controlling it. Jelani Smith skipping it over to St. Val, who loses it. Josh Joseph with the strip. Antonio bringing it across over to Cash Babineau. Babineau to the top to Wyatt Herman. Number 0 gets it back to Gabe Antonio. Antonio calling for a little screen action, and he hauls up and buries a three-pointer. Nice job by Gabe Antonio, number 21, with his second basket of the game. It's 5 points now for Antonio. St. Val with the strong layup there. Making it 32-18 here. Strong, tight defense on Antonio. Jelani Smith now screened to Wyatt. Wyatt up to Babineau. Babineau calling out the set. He's looking for a little screen action. Gets it out to Wyatt Herman. Herman had a shot, had a chance to put it up. Gave up the ball. Now it's Babineau. Babineau working against the clock. Gets it to fall. Babineau, unbelievable. Babineau making it 32-21. St. Val, it looked like, was 34-21. Antonio kicks it back out to Joseph. Joseph hauls up a three-pointer off the back end of the rim. And that's going to go out on Calvary, and that'll be Randolph ball. St. Paul now with 10 points in the game. And that's going to be a turnover on Randolph by Allen Young. He skipped it way across the court. All right, Babineau brings it across midcourt against Darren Nash. Out to Gabe Antonio, who's fronted by Jelani Smith. Smith comes up, chest bumps him. Strong defense. Ball gets out to Josh Joseph. Joseph hands it off to Babineau. Babineau wheeling and dealing here. Strong. And Darren Smith tries to come up with it and steps out of bounds. So Babineau will inbounds for Calvary. Calvary trailing 34-21 here. Wyatt Herman with the ball, bringing it up. Gets it to Babineau. Oh, and the ball gets stripped away. Randolph on the run. St. Paul with the fast break dunk. Making it 36-21. 12 points for St. Paul. Ofusu trying to wheel and deal, and he will be called for traveling. .438 remaining here in the third quarter. Randolph up by 15 now, and St. Paul with another dunk, making it 38-21, and that'll be a timeout for Coach Kevin Hanlon. So ball will be going over to Calvary. Calvary will be taking a timeout here to kind of reassess here with after giving up some easy entry baskets to Jaden St. Paul with he now has 14 points here, 8 in this second half. So he's been quite a handle for the Calvary team. And if you're watching, we invite you to continue to tune in to tonight's nightcap in the boys division of the Derek Snowden tournament. It'll be Milton versus the Community Academy of Science and Health coming up at 7 o'clock here on Milton Access TV. All right, we're getting ready to get underway here, third quarter. We've got 4:27 remaining, 38-21, and Babineau will be inbounding for Calvary. Calvary getting it to Gabe Antonio. Antonio being hounded by Jelani Smith, who comes up with the ball, and he rolls over, and that'll be a turnover. So Jelani Smith with a really tight defense on Gabe Antonio. And brings it in, and they turn it over. Antonio draws the foul, and it'll be a foul on Jelani Smith on the charge. So Antonio drawing the charge on that. Antonio on the baseline, coming up on the sideline, brings it up to midcourt, gets bumped as he tries to handle the pressure. Gets a little bit of a basket. Oh, and he draws a foul now, Jelani Smith. Looks like it's a one-on-one game here between the two of them. So Smith will be drawing the foul. It's the second on him here. And Gabe Antonio goes to the line and he misses the first. And he makes the second. That makes it 38-22. Gabe Antonio with 6 points. I believe that was Nash. Nash with the basket, giving them 20. Oh, Allen Young with the strip and the easy layup. So Allen Young with the basket, making it 42-22. Allen Young coming up with the backside pressure after Gabe Antonio got held up at midcourt by Jelani Smith. Babineau gets it out to Isaac Ramos, turns it over. Oh, they were looking for a little razzle-dazzle, and Randolph missed the handle between St. Val with the alley-oop pass to Darren Nash, and they couldn't come up with it. Uh-oh, that's a foot fault. A foot fault by Edsy. He stepped across the line as he was trying to inbound it. So that ball will go over to Calvary now, and they'll try to inbound against pressure. Quickly into Babineau. Babineau trying to dribble up against Nash. And that's overthrown on the skip pass. Babineau tried to skip it across, and coach is saying all you have to do is just bring it across. There's no need for him to stop. 3:22 remaining here in the third quarter. St. Val spotting up for the three. Skips it over to Nash. Nash probing over to Edsy. And we're going to have a timeout by Randolph. Randolph leading by 20 points, 42-22. once again, we remind you that the girls division will be playing the championship game tomorrow at 5 o'clock here at Copeland Fieldhouse. It'll be televised on Milton Access TV. And the Milton High girls varsity team, which had an impressive win over Shawsheen earlier in the day, will be taking on Dartmouth in the championship game. Shawsheen will be facing Brockton in the girls' consolation game. That'll be at 1 o'clock. And then in the boys' division, Randolph and Calvary Academy now playing for a berth in the championship game, which will be at 7 o'clock. And the consolation will be at 3 o'clock here on Milton Access TV. All right, 3:12 remaining here in the third quarter. And Randolph, Nash will be inbounding inside out of bounds. Over to Smith. Smith with the ball over to Edsey. David Edsey going to Alan Young. Alan Young skips it across to Jelani Smith. Smith over to Edsey again. Alan Young with the skip penetration. And we're going to have a foul here. It's Gabe Antonio with the foul. That's the first on him, second on the team. Skip pass, and nope, it doesn't go. Babineau brings it up against pressure, goes straight to the rack, gets it blocked. Smith back up to St. Val with the slam. 44-22 now. Randolph in complete control. Babineau with a strong move to the basket, almost gets it to drop, and he turns around, puts it back up. Ball is pogoing up there, and back out to Nash, strong to the basket. Nash, 2 more points here, 2:08, and the score is 46-22. Nash with 22 points now in the game. St. Val with 16. 10 in this half. And 4 on dunks. Unbelievable. All right. A little over 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Number 11, Pietro Pina checking in for Calvary. Gabe Antonio bringing it up against pressure against Javier Lopez. Javier Lopez with the foul. That's his second. Maddox Ramdahal on the pressure. Lopez on guarding Gabe Antonio. Antonio skips it across to Babineau. Babineau looking into Ofusu. Ofusu stripped of the ball by St. Val. St. Val kicks it out to Nash. Nash with the strong left-handed run. That's 6 points here in this quarter here for Nash. He has 24 points now for Randolph, who lead 48-22 here inside of a minute and a half. Babineau kicks it out to Joseph, who misses a three. Ofusu with the rebound. Antonio with the three-pointer. He knocks it down. Antonio. Another three-pointer. It's second of the half for him. 48-25 here. Randolph leads. Ramdehal kicks it out to Lopez. Lopez goes up with it, misses the rebound, and gets the rebound to fall. Javier Lopez, first basket of the half, makes it 50-25. Inside of a minute now, Gabe Antonio calling for some screen, puts it up, another three-pointer, doesn't draw the foul. Nash with it, out to St. Paul. St. Paul, another dunk with 25 seconds to go. St. Paul, unbelievable. (52-25). Antonio trying to get some help here. Pulls up the dribble, goes to Babin on the corner. And the ball will go off of Babineau. 1.6 seconds left here. All right, that's going to do it for the third quarter. 52-25. Clearly, there was a Jaden St. Val and Darren Nash show here. They did a lot of the scoring. Jaden St. Val with unbelievable 12 points here in the second half, or so far in the third quarter. And Darren Nash was 6 in the third quarter. And so leading the way here in 52-25 lead for Randolph. All right, we're back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Randolph on top, 52-25. Josh Joseph kicks it out to Wyatt Herman. Herman probing along the right side. Kicks it back out to Gabe Antonio. Keeps the ball alive. Babineau, strong move to the basket, and he gets fouled. So number 14 for Randolph fouls him, and Babineau will be going to the line for two. And he makes that one. So that gives him 11 points after that miss. 52-26 now, the lead for Randolph. Javier Lopez misses on the baseline, but the ball will stay in Randolph's end. So Kofi Ofusu coming in for Babineau now, giving him a break. Lopez with the ball in the top. Three-pointer does not go. Ofusu with the defensive rebound. Herman with the ball out in the left wing, the right wing, and he puts it up. A floater does not go. Ofusu comes up with it. He tries to get it to go down, and he's going to draw the foul. So Ofusu will be going in to the line for two shots. That one falls off the rim. Cash Babineau back in the game, along with Isaac Ramos. Wyatt Herman and Leland Bailey out. Both miss. Isaac Ramos had it and then had the ball stripped away by Jelani Smith. So Smith goes up and makes the putback. Jelani Smith, his first basket of the game. Babineau hounded on the baseline, hounded on the sideline. Antonio turning it over on that penetration. Lopez kicking it to number 15, Anthony Richards, who missed the handle. So that ball will go over to Calvary. That'll be Calvary's ball. Into Babineau. Babineau brings it up against pressure, kicks it to Antonio. Antonio on the right wing, wheeling and dealing against Jelani Smith's pressure, and he throws it away. Randolph on the run now. And number 14 for Randolph with the basket. That'll make it 56-26, 30-point lead now. Babineau, strong take, goes up with it, and gets it to fall. Strong move by Babineau. So he'll be going to the line for the foul shot. 56-28. And he misses it. Jelani Smith on the way back. Oh my goodness. Just attacked the rim, and then he wound up eating the floor. Somehow managed to retain possession. Smith with the three-pointer. Hits the front end of the rim. Babineau's off to the races. Up against three, and nice scoop for Babineau. Very smooth on that. (56-30). 5:19 remaining here in the game. Calvary, a lot of work to do. Randolph. Maddox Ramadal misses a three-pointer, and that'll be Calvary ball. Babineau with the ball, bringing it up across court. Joseph to Antonio. Antonio trying to pick up a screen from Ofusu. Into Babineau in the paint. Babineau backing his opponent in. Spins and gets it blocked. Lopez bringing it back. Sets up Randolph's offense. Kicks it out to the corner for a three-pointer. Miss. Antonio on the run out, and he makes the basket. 56-32 now. Oh, Smith with the rebound. Three-pointer. Number 14, it's now 59-32. Randolph with a large lead. They still haven't, they're not giving up anything, and that's Ofusu. 2 points for him. That gives him 4 for the game. Randolph on top, 59-34 here. And another big three-pointer. Josh Joseph to Babineau from the corner. Three. Good for Babineau. making it 37, 59-37. Lopez misses. Calvary with the rebound. Antonio, they're attacking now. Antonio with the run, or the floater, did not go. Ofusu with the putback. Ofusu, the two-pointer. 59-39. Randolph getting ready to put its big guns back into the game here. After a 30-point lead is now down to 20. Skip over to Lopez, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Lopez wheels and deals and goes for Lopez. 61-39 now. Babineau brings it across. Babineau looking, gets it to Antonio. Babineau from the corner, another three-pointer, gets it to drop. Babineau, 61-42. Babineau with 22 points, and here's another basket. 24 points for Babineau. 61-44. So Hanlon subbing out his starters at this point with 1:45 remaining, and scores 61-44. 24 points for Cash Babineau. And Gabe Antonio caught fire here with 11 here. 9 in the second half. But Nash and St. Paul getting ready to check into the game here with 1:45 left, just to seal the deal. All right, Randolph getting ready to inbounds. Edzy with the ball. He'll bring it across. Now the reserves for Calvary's in the game. Wyatt Herman, the only starter out on the court with them. Alan Young on the wing. Dribbles out to Nash. Nash gets it to St. Paul. St. Paul with the basket. $20 points for St. Paul. 14 in this half. Turnover, Edzy. Edzy going all the way to the rim. Misses it. Blows the bunny. And it goes back out to Nash, who will hold it and kill shot clock. So he'll just dribble it out and take the turnover, I would imagine. Nope. 18 seconds, 17 on the shot clock. Nash dribble penetrates, kicks it back out to Young. Young over. St. Paul. St. Paul bounces to Edzy. Edzy turns it over. And now here comes Calvary. Leland Bennett with, and Pinto misses it. 4-7. St. Paul was going to throw it down, but he decided, I think his coaches called him off of that. Well, it's 63-44 is the final, and so Randolph will advance to the championship game where they'll face the winner of tonight's nightcap between Milton and Community Academy of Science and Health. So Jayden St. Val with 22 and Darren Nash with 24 for Randolph in that game. A 63-44 victory over Calvary. All righty, we'll be back for the nightcap between Milton High and Cache.